Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why does this colour make me look tired even though I slept great? Here's a surprising truth. Over 70% of women over 60 wear colours that actually drain their glow. Not because they've done anything wrong, but because their favourite colours from their 30s and 40s might not be doing them justice anymore. As we age, our skin, our hair, even our eyes evolve. That gorgeous bright white or deep black that once lit us up, it might now be casting shadows, enhancing fine lines, or making us appear more fatigued than we actually feel. But here's the empowering part. Colour is one of the easiest things to change in your style. And when you choose the right tones for your mature beauty, you don't just look better, you feel more alive, more confident, more like yourself again. In this video, we're going to uncover the 5 most common colours that may be silently aging your appearance, and even better, I'll show you what to wear instead. These alternatives aren't trendy fads, they're timeless shades that enhance your natural radiance. Whether you've got silver hair, a sun-kissed glow, or deep rich tones, this guide is made just for you. So if you've ever stood in front of your closet, wondering why something just doesn't feel right anymore, you're in the perfect place. Because the truth is, it's not about dressing younger, it's about dressing in harmony with who you are right now. Let's dive in. And start with one colour you might want to rethink, icy white. Let's talk about something that's easy to overlook, but makes all the difference. Colour. You see, the colours we wear aren't just about style, they're about energy, light and expression. And here's the secret. As we age, the way colour interacts with us changes dramatically. When we're younger, our skin often has more natural warmth and elasticity. That means we can wear stronger contrasts, cooler shade 7 bold black or crisp white, without it overpowering us. But after 60, our skin tone tends to soften, and many of us develop lighter hair, whether silver, grey or white. And with that shift, the same colours we once loved might suddenly feel off. Here's what happens. Colours that once made us glow can now drain us, make us look washed out, highlight under eye shadows or lines we'd rather not emphasise. It's not that we've lost our beauty, it's that we haven't updated our palette to reflect who we are now. The good news? You don't need a whole new wardrobe. Just a few mindful changes starting with colour can make a world of difference. The right shades will do more than just flatter you. They'll brighten your complexion, make your eyes sparkle, and soften fine lines. They help you feel visible, again confident, graceful, and radiant. So if you've ever put on an outfit and felt like something wasn't quite right, not because of the fit, but the feeling, colour might be the missing piece. And in just a moment, I'll walk you through the first colour that often works against women over 60. It's one you probably already own, and the swap is easier than you think. Let's take a look starting with a colour that seems timeless, but isn't always flattering. Icy white. Let's start with one of the most surprising culprits in your wardrobe, icy white. Now, white is classic. It feels fresh, clean, timeless-o. How could it possibly age us? Well, here's the thing. Not all whites are created equal. Icy white, also called optic white or bright white, is a cool blue-based white. It works beautifully on women with strong contrast in their features, like dark hair and porcelain skin. But once we transition into softer skin tones and silver or grey hair, icy white becomes too sharp, too cold, too harsh. Instead of brightening us, it washes us out. It highlights under eye circles and fine lines. And that crisp contrast, it can actually create a hollow or shadowy look, especially under natural lighting. But don't worry, you don't have to give up white completely. The trick is to warm it up. Try switching icy white for ivory, pearl or cream. These shades have a touch of yellow or warmth, which reflects beautifully against mature skin. They soften your features, give your face a glow, and still offer that same clean, elegant feel, just with a bit more kindness. Another beautiful option, soft beige or warm oatmeal. These neutrals aren't dull, they're refined, and they pair beautifully with gold jewellery, camel tones or denim. So if you've been wearing icy white shirts or scarves and wondering why you feel a little pale, it's not in your head. It's in your colour. Try swapping it for Ivory this week. You might be surprised how many compliments you get or how much more radiant you look in the mirror. Coming up next, we'll take a look at a colour most of us rely on specially for looking slim, matte black. But it may be doing the opposite of what you expect. Let's talk about a colour we all love, and many of us wear almost every day. Black. It's slimming. It's sophisticated. It matches everything. And it's the little black dress, right? Well, here's the twist. Matte black, especially in clothing with flat or dull textures, might not be doing you any favours after 60. Here's why. Black absorbs light. That's part of why it feels so slimming. But it also creates harsh shadows, especially around the face, and those shadows can emphasize fine lines, under eye circles, and facial contours in ways we don't always want. If you've gone grey, silver, or white-haired, black can also look too intense. The contrast can feel stark, and instead of being dramatic, it just feels draining. Does that mean you should toss every black piece in your wardrobe? Of course not, but let's be strategic. Try charcoal grey instead. It offers the same elegant depth without the hard contrast. It's softer, especially near the face, and pairs beautifully with silver hair and mature skin. Another excellent alternative is navy blue. It's classic, refined, and much gentler on aging skin. It still slims the silhouette, but adds a touch of richness that black sometimes lacks. Or, if you want warmth, go for espresso brown or deep aubergine. Both are luxurious without being overpowering. And if you truly love black, keep it away from the face. Use it in pants, skirts, or accessories, and balance it with warmer tones or a glowing lipstick. Remember, colour is about support, not restriction. You don't have to give up what you love. You just have to wear it in ways that love you back. Next up, we're taking a closer look at a colour that seems cheerful, but often does the opposite. Pale yellow. Pale yellow? It sounds cheerful, doesn't it? Like sunshine, spring, and fresh starts. But for many women over 60, pale yellow can be one of the most difficult colours to wear well, and here's why. On paper, it's soft, subtle, and sweet. But on mature skin, especially if your complexion has cooled or faded slightly with age, pale yellow can have the opposite effect. It tends to blend into the skin instead of brightening it. It can make your complexion look sallow or dull, and instead of uplifting your features, it often flattens them, making your skin tone appear tired, especially in natural light. You see, as we get older, we need a little more depth and richness in our wardrobe colours to reflect the vibrancy we still carry inside. Pale shades that once looked fresh can start to fade us out quietly, making us disappear in our own outfits. So what's the solution? Trade in pale yellow for something with warmth and golden undertones. Try mustard yellow, honey gold, or even amber. These deeper shades bring life to your face. They complement both fair and deep skin tones, and they reflect light in a flattering, golden way. They don't shout, they glow. If you're not quite ready to wear them head to toe, start with something simple. A scarf, a blouse, even a statement necklace or earrings in these tones. Pair mustard or amber with camel, navy, or olive green, and suddenly you've built a look that's polished, radiant, and age positive. So the next time you reach for something sunny, choose a shade that truly lights you up. And coming up, we're taking a look at a colour many of us think of as a neutral, but it might be making you feel invisible. Faded beige. Now let's talk about a colour that's in almost every closet, especially in safe basics. Faded beige. It sounds neutral. It goes with everything. It's understated and classic, right? Well, yes, but also no. Faded beige, especially the cool-toned or washed-out kind, is one of those sneaky shades that can quietly drain your presence. It's not offensive or bold, it's just invisible. And that's exactly what it does to you. Here's why it matters more after 60. As our skin tone becomes lighter, cooler, or less saturated with age, colours like faded beige blend right into us. And instead of creating contrast or structure, they make us look washed out. Our features lose definition, We appear tired, dull-even, disconnected from our outfit. But here's the good news. There are better neutrals that still feel elegant, versatile, and timeless, but actually work with your evolving beauty. Try camel, warm sand, or even mocha. These rich neutrals still serve as wardrobe staples, but they add depth and glow. They bring out warmth in your complexion, contrast in your features, and they look especially beautiful against silver or white hair. Even if you love minimalism, it doesn't mean you have to look muted. You can still be soft and radiant. One of the best things about warm neutrals is how easily they mix with other flattering colour scoral pinks, mustard yellows, navy blues. They create balance, structure, and effortless elegance without overpowering you. So if you find yourself reaching for beige cardigans, tops, or trousers, take a second look. Ask yourself, is this colour supporting me or making me disappear? Because in this chapter of life, your style should help you stand out, graceful, not fade away. Next, we'll dive into a colour that feels youthful and sweet, but may not be doing your skin any favours. Baby pink. Baby pink. It's soft, it's feminine, it's delicate. And for years, it's been seen as a go-to colour for a gentle, youthful look. But here's the truth. After 60, baby pink doesn't always deliver what it promises. Why? Because as we age, our skin tone naturally loses contrast and saturation. That beautiful softness we gain with time can make pale pastels like baby pink feel too muted. And instead of brightening your complexion, baby pink can actually make you look pale, flushed, or even tired. For some women, it emphasizes redness in the cheeks or around the nose. For others, it simply disappears into the skin tone, leaving you looking a bit washed out or overly sweet when what you really want is elegance and energy. So, what should you wear instead? Let's trade baby pink for something with a little more depth and warmth. Try coral pink. It's lively, vibrant, and adds a natural-looking glow to the skin. Or go for rose pink, dusty mauve, or blush with a golden undertone. These shades still feel feminine and romantic, but they're more grounded, more flattering on mature skin. They bring out the rosiness in your cheeks in a balanced way without making you look flushed. And most importantly, they make you feel alive, not faded. Pair rose pink with soft neutrals like camel or pearl, or add coral accessories to a classic outfit, and suddenly you've taken something subtle and turned it into something stunning. So if you love pink, keep it in your palette. Just choose the version of pink that's evolved with you, because style after traits isn't about dressing like your younger self. It's about embracing who you are now and doing it beautifully. Up next, let's make it practical. I'll share easy tips to help you test and transition into colours that truly love you back. So now you know which colours might be aging you. But how do you actually make the change? Don't worry, you don't need to toss your entire wardrobe or start from scratch. Small, thoughtful steps can create a powerful transformation. Let's walk through some easy ways to bring the right colours into your life without overwhelm. First, always test colours in natural light. Stand near a window and hold the garment or fabric near your face. If your eyes look brighter, your skin looks smoother, and you feel a soft glow, you've found a winner. But if you look tired, pale, or your features seem to disappear, it's time to try another shade. Next, match colours with your hair tone. If you have silver or white hair, lean into warm neutrals like camel, ivory, or soft golds. If you still have darker tones or lowlights, jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, and ruby can look stunning. And here's an easy way to start: accessories. Try a coral pink scarf. Swap out a faded beige cardigan for one in warm sand. Add amber earrings or a navy blue blouse. These tiny shifts let you experiment without risk while still creating noticeable impact. Don't forget about makeup either. A brighter lipstick or a bit of warm-toned blush can help support new clothing colours and bring your whole look together. And most importantly, trust how you feel in each colour. If something makes you smile in the mirror, if it makes your posture straighten just a bit, that's your colour. Fashion at this stage isn't about chasing trends. It's about honouring who you are now with joy, clarity, and confidence. Coming up next, I'll share real stories from women just like you who made small changes and saw big results. Because the best inspiration is someone who's already walked the path you're on. Sometimes the most powerful proof isn't in the data, it's in the mirror. Let me share a few stories from women who made just a few colour changes and saw a big difference, not just in how they looked, but in how they felt. First, meet Sarah, 20. She'd been wearing crisp white shirts for decades. They were part of her signature look. But lately she noticed she looked pale in photos and felt washed out on Zoom calls. We tried one small change, swapping her icy white blouse for Ivory. The result? Immediate. Her silver hair looked brighter, her skin had a healthy glow, and her friends, without knowing what change started, saying, "Sarah, you look refreshed." Then there's Patricia, 68. A lover of all things classic, she practically lived in black. But after letting her natural grey hair shine through, she started feeling invisible in her favourite outfits. We introduced navy blue and charcoal grey. Within days, she called me and said, "For the first time in years, I feel seen." She even wore a navy wrap dress to a family event. Her granddaughter said, "Grandma, you look so elegant." Finally, Lynn, 66, had always gravitated towards soft beige, but with her warm skin tone, it just made her disappear. We tried camel and mocha Ann suddenly. Her smile popped, her eyes sparkled, and she said, "This feels like me again." Each of these women made just one small change. A different white, a new neutral, a deeper pink. But the ripple effect? It was emotional, empowering, and lasting. Because when you wear colours that reflect who you are now, you don't just look better. You show up differently in the world. Next, in our final segment, I'll leave you with one empowering thought and a simple challenge to get started. You've made it this far, and that tells me something important. You care deeply about how you feel in your own skin. And let me remind you, this journey isn't about rules. It's not about being trendy or trying to look 20 again. It's about feeling vibrant, seen, and true to yourself in every chapter of life. Colour is one of the simplest, most powerful tools we have. It's not surgery. It's not expensive. It's just awareness, knowing that the shades we wear send a message, first to the world and then back to ourselves. So if certain colours have started to feel off, if your once favourite blouse makes you look tired or dull, you're not imagining it, you're evolving. And your wardrobe should evolve with you. Whether it's swapping icy white for ivory, matte black for navy blue, or baby pink for radiant coral. These are not just fashion choices, they're acts of self-celebration. So here's your challenge. This week, try just one new colour. Pick one from today's list that spoke to you. Maybe it's a scarf, a blouse, a pair of earrings, something small, something intentional. Then take a look in the mirror, not for flaws, but for light. For that little spark that says, "Yes, this is me, this feels right." And if you feel that spark, share it. Tell a friend, leave a comment, and most importantly, wear it again. Because fashion after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about claiming joy, honouring your presence, and feeling beautiful on your own terms. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe. We've only just begun this style journey together, and I can't wait to see where your confidence takes you next.